In this video, I'm gonna do something I've never done before, which is reveal a product that makes me $5,000 a month multiple times over. And what I mean by multiple times over is the fact that this product type is just really nice. And I've discussed the reason why a handful of times across the channel, but I will go over it again on this video. So as you can see right here, $4,000, $4,000, $6,800, $5,400. And what product is this? They are all onesies. And there are a few reasons why this product does really well. As I've mentioned in the past, there are 3 different occasions in life when a customer does not really look at the price of a product and they are willing to convert a whole lot easier. Is when a baby is born, there's new life brought into this world, whenever 2 pieces of life become 1, basically when they are getting married, and then unfortunately when there is a life gone. Funeral type t-shirts, onesies, wedding shower gifts. A lot of times customers don't really look at the price because budgets are practically thrown out the window because these are life altering moments. Now if you're new to selling online, I'm going to walk you all the way through this, from design to customer fulfillment to potentially making sales just like this. Don't be alarmed, I've been doing this full time since 2014 and I honestly didn't even know onesies was the right product to sell. I kind of got lucky getting into it because at the time I was a stay-at-home dad. Obviously I knew a whole lot about baby products, and you know, since I knew how to make my own products, I was just trying to be efficient with the clothing. Alright, so let's start here. We are on Etsy. The first thing you want to do is validate your product. Of course I was already able to do that for you because we went backwards. I already did the sales and then you knew what was selling. And one of my top products are personalized baby onesies. So I went ahead and typed it on Etsy so that you can see multiple different types. The first thing you want to do is validate the listing. So I'm going to use this product research tool called Everbee. I'm going to click on product analytics. And what that does is show me the analytics for all of these product listings that I just typed in. So I have personalized onesies popped up and I sorted by the monthly revenue. And as you can see, this one right here did $46,000 in the last 2 months. This is going to be something a little bit more difficult to create if you're just starting off, but whenever your product is a little bit more unique, you're able to get more sales just like that. So if you already know how to create that, understand you already have a special skill that you can benefit from. Now, this listing was only posted 2 months ago. Do keep in mind Christmas was just around the corner, so a lot of these sales are a little bit higher than their typical average. So this right here is over an 8-month average, so 12,000 per month would be a little bit more ideal. They probably saw the higher end during Christmas though. The true average is probably half of that. They probably seen half of those sales just during the Christmas time. So with something like this, the design is really easy to create. However, the product itself might be difficult to find. We can look on print on demand providers to see if we can find it. Most of the time, this will probably have to be something that you will make in house. You can definitely do this with a vinyl cutter. I have lots of videos on vinyl cutters. If you're just starting off and you want to purchase an affordable piece of machine, you could buy a vinyl cutter and do this right here. All right, so if I zoom in right here, we do see that it says Squishy Cheeks, but it does look like it's sewn over a different tag. So this is the name of the company that is actually decorating the product. So if I type in Squishy Cheeks, yep, we go ahead and see this is actually the brand that is decorating the products. So just by looking at it, side note, I bet you're doing really well on TikTok. But anyways, let me go ahead and head on back to Google. Now I typed in knotted onesie blanks, and now we're gonna look for a wholesaler who sells this type of blank. As you can see, there are multiple different companies and it comes with the beanie just like the original. So here we have it right here. They do have wholesale pricing as well. So with this one right here, it's going to be a little bit more of advanced and you will have to take additional steps to be able to fulfill this product. You will have to watch my other videos where you are using a vinyl cutter to decorate the product. So let's go ahead and find a different product that we can already fulfill without having to create it ourselves. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll back down. As you can see right here, $6,000 a month. And this one's really simple. It's just a custom text. So with this right here, obviously you can just use print on demand. If you don't know what print on demand is, they print the product, they ship it to your customer. All you have to do is integrate it with your own platform, which in this case is Etsy. So I went ahead and went over here and typed in the word onesie. You do want to avoid using that word because it's actually owned by Gerber. So we can see bodysuits right here, $770 with Printify Premium. Type in Hustle Ninjas as a coupon code if you want the Printify Premium plan for 30 days. And now we have multiple options to choose from. So there's multiple different types of print providers. And we can go ahead and look at the rankings if we would like and go with the one that we want to use. So $770 plus $399, click start designing. Now we need the actual design, right? So what we can do in this case, there's multiple different types of design platforms. We have Kindle, Canva. I'm really old school. If I'm trying to go really fast, I'm going to be using Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. These are a lot more of advanced programs, but if you learn with these platforms first, then everything else will become a whole lot easier for you. So while that's loading up, I'm gonna head on over to dafont.com. This is a really old school website and it still exists. So I'm gonna click on script, and then I'm gonna head on over to more options, and I'm gonna click 100% free, hit submit. And here we have some good old script cursive fonts that we can use. So this one right here has always been a winner. I'm gonna go ahead and click download. We're gonna install that to the computer. So we're gonna go ahead and open that up, click install it to the computer. Now I have Adobe Illustrator pulled up. If you're on Canva or Kiddo, whatever it may be, what you want to do is head back on over to the Printify document, and you can see right here the dimensions, the print area size available to you. So we have 1680 by 2100, but do not forget the 300 DPI. That is the resolution and the quality of the actual image itself. 300 DPI, you want that for print. So now that I am on Adobe Illustrator, I'm just gonna type in your custom text, and now all I have to do is select it all and resize it. I'm gonna select everything, hit Control T, pull this up right here, choose the font that we just downloaded. I'm gonna hit paragraph, and I'm just gonna go ahead and center this right here. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna save this as a SVG. I'm gonna go back over to Printify, and I'm gonna upload the file. And there we have it. If you already integrated Printify with your Etsy store, once you hit publish, it will get published to your Etsy store, and it could potentially be seen on the Etsy platform. But you do have to clean it up so it is search engine optimized so that people can see your product and people will actually want to click on your product. So how do you do that? You'll probably wanna go back on Etsy, type in mockup, and purchase a nice looking mock-up so that you can put your design on it. Printify also has a few different baby onesie mock-ups, but I find a lot of the times the one on the Etsy platforms always seem to do a little bit better, and you're able to get a little bit more of a click-through rate. That way you can get some better conversions. Now, in order for you to find some really good keywords, you could go back to Everbee. Right here you can see some really good keywords that you could use for your actual listing so that customers type this in on Etsy and potentially your product listing could pull up. But there is one other thing with this listing that I did want to get across, is the fact that this was a personalized listing, so you do want to click add personalization. So you do want to give instructions somewhere on the listing so that your customer can type in the information instead of messaging it to you. The reason why this is important is because you now have a system in place for your customers to place your orders. If you're just starting your business and maybe you do know how to make onesies or make t-shirts, one of the reasons why your business may be struggling to scale is because you don't have any systems in place. You're just taking in orders any way that you can. You have Becky calling you, hey, I need a onesie, and you're taking that order. And what are you doing with that? Are you just writing down the order? Are you just looking through the DM? Are you looking through the text messages? You got to have a system in place for you to actually be able to scale your business. So instead, next time when your friend Becky, Jesse, whoever it may be, hits you up and needs an actual product, send them the product link instead, and it's easier for them to check out. And then now you have a place where all your orders are at. So if you're new to e-commerce or you're new to business, you have to have systems in place so that your orders have more structure. So we got to flip you from that self-employed hustler mentality all the way up to that entrepreneurship mentality. And speaking of the topic of systems, when it comes to personalized orders, the reason why I like personalized orders is because a lot of times creating t-shirts or decorated products can get very crowded. So personalized orders is a little bit easier to get into because you're offering something slightly different than a lot of decorators try to avoid. So you're really in that area where you can get some more sales a little bit easier. Now, when it comes to taking in your custom text, when I first started, I was redoing each and every single design myself when the texts were coming in. But now when it comes to a personalized product, you can use something like Hello Custom, which actually integrates with Etsy and Printify. And when the order comes in, all you have to do is link your new design file with the actual product on Printify, and Hello Custom will automatically change the name for you each and every single time. So all you would have to do is approve the design. So now once an order comes in, someone checks out on your Etsy website, they type in the name, Hello Custom will change the name for you. They will send that design over to Printify, and Printify will print and ship this to your customer for you. So you've seen the price that Printify was charging. All you have to do is charge more than that, and then now you have an actual profit. And now you know exactly how to validate a winning product that's actually getting sales, creating a design inspired by that, taking that design into an actual physical product that you may or may not be making, and fulfilling it to your actual customer. Now what you need to do is focus on getting better design skills and also learning how to optimize your listing a little bit more so that you can get more sales. It is the beginning of the year and you may be off to a fresh start, but we all start on the same page. I started just like this from ground zero in 2014. It's been so many years and I've been doing this full time ever since. A lot of the things that you will learn along the way is just a whole bunch of little skills, and And I promise you, the one thing that's gonna get in your way majority of the time is probably going to be yourself. My own mentality held myself back so many times over and over. One thing I do want you to understand is a lot of the times when you see these large numbers, these large sales, a product listing that's getting $40,000 a month, $30,000 a month, sometimes it can be unbelievable when you're not in that position just yet. But I can guarantee you one thing, because I'm friends with a lot of people and I've seen these sales myself, and you can even watch my previous videos where I've done sales just like this. Majority of times, the people who's behind these sales are just one person who's just like you. So I can guarantee you these sales will happen for you the more you put in the work. Your perception is your projection. The more you perceive these things, the more it's going to be projected onto your life. If this video helped you out, if you're new or old, feel free to comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be posting more videos just like this.